The last time the US tried to take over Canada, it went horribly wrong. The United States and Canada have had a relationship full of ups and downs, especially during the 18th and 19th centuries. As a colony of Great Britain, Canada was a threat during the Revolutionary War and again during the War of 1812. As a result, the US pushed into Canada to try to seize land for itself, while simultaneously snatching it out of the hands of its enemy. US forces tried to gain Canadian support with the Detroit River Campaign in July 1812. In June 1812, the United States declared war on Great Britain, the first time the nation had ever formally declared war on any nation. The following month, General William Hull crossed the Detroit River into Upper Canada and seized the city of Sandwich. Just over 1 month into the Detroit River Campaign, US forces surrendered. General William Hull quickly found that residents of Canada did not have an affinity for the US cause and that his forces were ill-prepared to handle their opposition. Hull's notion that Canadians would welcome Americans wasn't just wrong, it also antagonized them. In his proclamation, he'd also said that if savages are let loose to murder our citizens and butcher our women and children, this war will be a war of extermination. Everything went wrong for the US at the Battle of Queenston Heights. General Isaac Brock moved east toward the border between New York and Canada after he received word that American forces at Fort Niagara were gathering for another attempted invasion. General Stephen Van Rensselaer led as many as 6,000 men at his disposal and ordered his troops to advance at Queenston on October 13, 1812. The US saw a few minor successes but gained nothing from future attempts to invade Canada. After the Battle of Queenston Heights, the United States took part in other small exchanges in the region, none of which provided any real advantage. The Battle of York in April 1813 was a small victory for the US when Fort York was taken and the British were pushed out of the then capital of Upper Canada. US forces stayed for less than a week, looting and destroying much of the town, as described by Ely Plater, the tavern keeper in York.